I wrote a book about 7 years ago called So What Do You Do? Because it was a question I got asked a lot at dinner parties or when you walk into any kind of meeting, and it's a really difficult question to answer if you can't say I'm an accountant or I'm a banker. And I think more and more people find it quite hard to answer that question. So I do lots and lots of different things. I work with a think tank, I do policy development work, I do things like editing this book, I work with artists, I work with all kinds of people in different places, sometimes paid, sometimes not paid. I try and do lots and lots of different things to keep myself alive in every sense of that word, and I really enjoy that massive currency. I think find a way of really knowing what their story is. Most people, I think, in the creative industries who are running organisations really want to work with young people who have got something to say, who are kind of confident but not overly confident, that have a sense of what they know but also what they need to learn and the perspective that they can bring into that place. So I think it's a matter of finding a way to understand not only your interest in the creative industries, but what you're going to bring to it, what your story is in that place. I think it's really, really important that young people find ways of working within their own community and across generations. So finding the stories that are buried in their own places, knowing how to express those. So it may not be through formal learning or education, although that's really important, but it may be in the things they do outside of school, in creating opportunities for other people to find ways of telling their own stories. I kind of think that's what the creative industries are about. It's about storytelling and finding ways to work in that space, to develop your skills, to understand the power of narrative and the various media, be it film, photography, dance, wherever it might be, to tell those stories and know how to make it. I think we need to have a much better understanding of the creative industries not just being the kind of big commercial sectors that are being run by a small number of big distribution companies, but really encouraging the growth of small companies, small businesses, maybe social enterprises, community organisations that are making content, finding ways for them to develop the places where they can distribute those through community television or community radio or spaces, public spaces where that can be developed. So not thinking of creative industries as an industrial sector, but actually a way of making societies kind of hang together and looking at many places where that can happen.